Nair here basically. Hello, myself Sunil Nair here. Basically, we are discussing about the next generation. This is basically connected with the currency topic. So Mumbai basically told that basically we create the next generation here basically. So we have created the next generation basically. So Mumbai basically tells that basically Mumbai means not basically entire Mumbai basically. Few people basically are against Mumbai also basically. Few people basically, but they basically say the Mumbai say that basically we have fired them from the Mumbai energy data only basically. That type of people basically also that basically is different topic. So that basically one people basically told that we basically created this 120 planets basically, right? Not 120 crore planet, 120 111 planet basically we have created on the base of this 20 lakh people basically who are basically in Mumbai city. And that 20 lakh basically people basically are created are basically the railway department is basically responsible for this when for the 120 planets basically. So the railway department is taking the expense care of the this 20 lakh people basically. So they are basically paying the amount. They are basically placing the job where they are basically giving the money because their basically data are getting generated from this 20 lakh people basically. So just see basically things everything is done basically. Done. Everything is basically done also. Like this, he told that basically okay, like this basically everything is done basically. Railway future is done. Railway future is done basically. Done. Like this, the railway department knows basically that what is that users that what is that actually the story basically on the base of the track is created and the train basically is created from the iron basically that iron story also basically we know. And then basically they told that the power supply basically which is given by the hundreds of country basically that also we know basically because everything is connected basically. That's why basically the government was basically worry basically that we will not give you the control basically, we will not allow the satellites to break the connection basically. Reason, it might possible that entire Mumbai basically and balancing basically might be connected with this railway system basically. So that's why basically they have not given the control. So just see dangerous thing basically everything is created also basically. So how the things are basically running, that basically few people basically told that basically it's very dangerous basically. Like this the things got created. Like this the 120 planet basically got created and they are basically taking care of that 120 planets. 120 planets. Like this the planets basically are getting increasing. 20 lakh people basically are there. Then basically few for 10 lakh people basically joined, like 30 lakh people basically connected with this railway department because they are telling that basically nowadays basically the bullet train and the metro train has also basically started. So their speed basically is too much basically. So we need a few more planets basically. So just see basically the dangerous thing basically. Everything basically government knows. That's why they are sitting at the parliament house now. And they will, if anybody asks them, then basically they will say that yeah, they basically America is looking after it. We will connect with America and then basically we will let you know. Because railway system basically software system is created by the American people basically, not by the Indian people basically. That is also thing basically because software is not connected with the Indian basically. So like this, the 20 people basically who got the job in Mumbai city, they basically that people basically 20 people, two people connected with the railway system. Two people basically connected with the railway system. Rest of basically connected with some other system basically. Connected means they added with this 20 lakh people basically, and they also starting generating the energy for the 120 planets, 120 plus planets basically which is going to generate. So just to see basically how each and everything basically are connected. Like this they basically started creating the planets basically, because the speed of train basically is getting increased na, basically. So it's not basically so easy basically to that basically China and Japan people basically 100% know. There basically it's a bullet speed basically 500 kilometer, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. Like this basically they are increasing it. So just see basically. This everything is done basically. So like this basically the Mumbai group basically created the future basically. In this future basically all Indian supporting group also basically joined. Like Saudi Arab, Dubai, China, Japan, Singapore, USA. Especially USA especially first they joined basically because they are a friend of the India basically. Because they just got recently the 1.4 lakh student visa data. Then UK, Italy, like this each and every Indian supporting group also basically joined this future creation basically. Everything is done basically. Each and everything basically is done. Like this they basically joined. Like this everything is basically joined basically. Like this basically everything basically group basically joined that group basically. So just see basically up to what level the things basically are connected here basically. Literally that 120 planets basically created, few planets more are creating, doctors basically are connected with the railway department. This basically was shocking. This few people basically told that, yeah, is this magic basically? His doctors are basically magical group basically. They are creating the 120 planets basically. They are basically the magic group basically. They basically are creating the track, doing the pressure to the train basically, so that the train is not supposed to move left and right. Like this doctor basically are magical group basically. In Hindi basically got they are jadugar basically. Like this also few people told them basically. Because they are generating the future na basically. They are generating the future basically. Like this basically they given the job to 20 people and they have not given job to the 5200 people basically. And that 5000 poor people basically left Mumbai basically. Because they got that basically they basically don't know the system basically na? They don't know this system basically. Like this basically the Mumbai told that sorry yaar, we can't take you basically because your data basically doesn't suits to our data, so you just leave basically. In this basically lots of software professionals were there. Their basically resume was given to the software companies. The software company told that basically get out. Like this also thing basically happened. They literally told get out. Like this basically the software company also not given the job. They told that basically we doesn't we basically our project basically does not suits you. You just get out. Like this basically that person basically get out. Got out basically, not get out basically. Like this basically the doctors told that basically we are creating the future of the Mumbai city basically by creating the 120 111 planets basically in the universe, and that basically we are increasing. Why? Because the train speed are basically getting increased. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the speed of the train, and according to the speed of the train the planets are basically getting increased, and the planets are basically getting increased on the base of the people basically are getting more connected to the train data basically, that is the energy of the planets basically. Like this basically things are basically connected. In next video we are going to see a little bit more about this.